Yeah, I don't know. He's not giving anything away. He's not making money off pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Like Brendan said, and Brendan said the same thing. He's not making money off pay-per-views. He's not giving away any inside secrets. It's not like he's making extra money because he does this. He's doing it for the long-term investment, you know. In the long run, it works when you're winning. It works. As soon as you lose, you're going to be a Josh Koscheck. No one's going to give a shit, you know. So I don't know. I mean, like, I don't want to really get too much into like who's right and who's wrong. Like, they're both right, you know. And what Joe says is what Joe says. I mean, we've all learned like Joe's gonna do what the fuck he wants, you know. So it doesn't make a difference. Like, he's gonna say what he wants and do what he wants, and it's good for the sport. I mean, realistically, no one thinks that like Colby's fucking doing it for any other reason. The fact that he's bringing notoriety and hype and press to him, you know, to himself. That's the reality of it. I mean, I don't really want to touch base on like who's right and wrong. Chael's right on, yeah, maybe Joe could have worded it differently, you know, but I mean, does anyone really sitting at home think that like, oh, this guy really walks around acting like a total fucking dumbass? I don't think so, man. Like, you know, he goes home and kisses his mom with that mouth. I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I don't know how someone, I don't think it makes that big of a difference. These guys, like, Colby's doing a really good job at selling his product. I think Colby is doing what Chael does, just in a different style of a different version. I think that's why Chael, I think, kind of almost admires him a little bit. And
You said that he's also known him since he was 10 years old.
yeah, I think so. Probably at the wrestling camps and stuff, maybe, or something along those lines. But that still, regardless, though, he's not giving away. I don't agree with him on the fact that he's giving away any secrets. I do think that, yeah, sure, Joe could have worded it differently. Brendan's 100% correct. He's not making any money on the pay-per-views. So what's the difference? I don't even really see what all the beef is about. I think it's more, you know, Chael did a quick little tidbit on how, like, he'd probably be upset if it was him, someone giving away his secrets. And the analogy that he gave where, you know, he was sitting in the stands, like yelling out the answers to all of like his jokes. It didn't really correlate. It's not the same. Like, you're talking to guys, that really is the way Joe makes money that way, or Brendan makes money that way. Like, that really is.
It's not like fans are going to be like, oh, now that I know Colby's secret, I'm not going to watch him anymore.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it would be, I don't know. Like, there's no secret promoting him. Like, that's a secret maybe to promoting himself, but he's promoting himself in so many different ways, man. I mean, it's different. It really is just different and I kind of enjoy it. It's a little over the top in some areas, but he's doing what works. Conor took it to one level, and I think Colby's taking it to the next, like, trailer park trash level, though. Like, Conor did it in a very, like, almost like nonchalant, like fuck you. Yeah. Whereas Colby is like taking it to that, like, almost, yeah, extreme, like, very, very porn stylish. Like, I was saying this, how's that, like, porn style / like trailer park trash kind of style trash talk, and I think it's amazing. I think it's great. I think it's something that no one's really capitalized on. And
like, Conor's is an intelligent approach. Like, Colby's is just like fucking out the window.
Just dirty. It's like just dirty though. You know, Conor's has more of like a, like you said, more of an intelligent approach on it all, and then Colby's got that dirty, like, over the top, like something like that's something you wouldn't let your kids tune in to watch. Yeah. You could let your kids tune in to watch Conor's because it's almost WWE-esque, you know, like Chael's is very WWE-esque, you know, but Colby's is very like, it's like, yeah, like filthy, like he's like, the parents are at home, I'm going to block that channel. Okay, like that's the channel my kids can't watch, you know, so yeah, which is like porn, you know, so that's kind of, yeah, like that's the guy that, like, okay, we probably shouldn't tune in or at least listen. Like they mute the sound when he's doing his interviews, so, you know, and like, okay, we can't watch that. Your parents cover your eyes. Okay, you guys can't see this part. It's the Colby part, you know, like it's that part of the TV that you kind of, you know. Anyways, we just broke down that whole segment. We might as well just use that. So, but that really is what it is. I mean, like none of them are wrong and all of them are right in some area. And Joe could have worded it differently. Chael, I think, went off on it because it's something to talk about.
Do you think it's such a big deal that he was it different? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really that big a deal that he needs to?
I don't think so, man. I don't think so. Because it's not here. The thing is, though, is it could potentially. He's already the heel, so it could potentially make people hate him even more, thinking like, "Oh yeah, he's just acting that way just to get our money. He's fake. He's this." But he's already the heel. You know, it would be one thing if he was acting super nice and then become a total douchebag on the back door. No, he's acting like a douchebag the whole time. He's portraying himself to be that way. But what you have to remember, and I, with Colby, with him, is that he's got to be careful because once you lose, it's going to be even worse, man. Like, you know, you're the Conor McGregor, you're the Floyd Mayweather now. Like, everyone wants to see you lose. Yeah. The thing that made Mayweather so popular is he never lost. Yeah. You know, and if once you lose, buddy, it's going to be a tough pill to swallow, and it's going to be, you know, the numbers are going to reflect it. The pay-per-view, like you better get a new contract with pay-per-view money involved, or TV viewership or something like that involved, or higher money, because you're doing a great job building yourself up. Now it's a matter of you just taking advantage of the circumstances and negotiating your contract. We just had that stacked card for the UFC, stacked. And my reports are that it was like 150 or like under 150,000 pay-per-view buys because of, I mean, I don't know if it's because of bootlegs and, you know, whatever is like all the other ways to watch it. But if that's the case, no one's making any money off pay-per-view.
Well, they just did like the top 5 pay-per-views of all time for UFC,
and Conor was 4 of them.
And yeah.
Brock Lesnar was the 5th.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, even DC and John Jones, that second one, it was a great fucking fight, you know, and so much hype leading into it, and all this talk and all this other stuff, and it was like, shit, man. Everyone's like, man, this is gonna be, and it's still. I heard it did well, but it wasn't. We're not talking 600,000 or 700,000. We're talking, you know. So I mean, when people are saying, "Oh, I get paid on pay-per-view," well. I don't know.
You need to sell pay-per-views to make money.
Yeah, and everyone's bootlegging it now, so you're not really making the money. Yeah. So these fighters now need to start taking that into consideration. Like, oh, I'm getting pay-per-view. No, not really. You're not. You maybe should start thinking about different ways to negotiate your money now, because pay-per-views is not the way to make money anymore.
Not pay-per-views, and then not sponsors either. Cause you can't.
No sponsors either. So now the pay-per-views suck. Now the sponsors suck, and you're in that organization where they don't, you know. I don't know, man. Like, it's. I've said this a couple times. The pay-per-view market and the TV market in general. The TV market is exactly where the music industry was when Napster and LimeWire and all those things where people were just bootlegging shit and putting it online. That's exactly where the TV network is. So they need to find a way to make money off of everyone bootlegging this shit, because they're running into a huge problem right now. Basically, just put it onto an app, and I think that's why apps are going to be the way for a while. Like, you're just going to go onto your TV, like your cell phone now. Okay, today I'm going to watch UFC, and you click on that app, and you buy apps for $5 a month or whatever, and you just get to pick which apps you have for that month. Yeah. You know, I can't think of any other way. I don't know how these guys are going to figure this out, because, you know, I mean, there's Fire Stick, there's Apple TV, there's Hulu and Netflix, and what's the other one? Roku or whatever. You know, there's all these companies that you buy, and you can have these setups at your house. And I mean, like, bro, I mean, like, it's crazy. You know, I don't even know how to get into it. It's just nuts. I mean, I can literally go home to my Apple TV and watch what's in theaters right now. Yeah. You know, it's nuts. It's like It's like they're losing their money, losing their ass. So, all right. Well, anyways, hey, I wasn't going to give my take on that. I gave you my take on it. It's just Punk's opinion, Josh Thomson. And realistically, I think it's 3 guys. They all just viewed it a little bit differently from each other. And there's a little bit of hype around it, because it seems like there's a beef. But there's not, man. Chael and Joe and Brendan, I think they all like each other. They're all good guys. I know Brendan. I know Chael. It's been a long time since I talked to Joe. But through, you know, they're good. They're grown men, man. They'll pass each other in the hall and say, "Hey, what's up, man? Were you really mad?" No, I wasn't fucking mad. I was just doing a video. Oh, okay, cool. That'll be the conversation.